Welcome to Storm of War, and a mission type that I like to carry out when there's not many players on the server. There's currently about 8 or so people playing. This is the perfect time to do some sneaky ground attack. So what I've done is I've loaded up a 500 kg bomb onto this 109, and I've spawned it less A. And in just a second we're going to try and find somewhere to bomb. We'll get the aircraft ticking over before we do that. And we've already got a little radar report indicating that the nearest enemies are max range, which is really helpful. Now I'm going to check the briefing. I've spawned at less A, and according to the briefing there is 2 non-area targets. I don't want to go after an area target today, although they are quite fun to do. I'm going to go after a target that's got individual vehicles to bomb, and I'm going to go after this one, target 3, American forces advancing towards Evasion, which is on the Cotentin Peninsula. So they are advancing towards Evasion from 4928 118. 4928 118. That's Evasion there. 4928 118. Okay, southeast corner of the field. So quite near this icon here, which is actually a smoke. 4928 118. Okay, so southeast corner of Evasion airfield should be some American units. Now there is a bit of cloud, but it's not too thick. Well, it's not covering much of the sky. It's covering about 70% of the sky by the looks of it. So I'm hoping then that I can get some altitude over the target. When the cloud's really low, it can be extremely difficult to get enough altitude to still see the target, but this looks okay. There are some lower clouds which I'm going to have to watch out for. I'm going to roll up close to the threshold, and then I'm going to just bring the aircraft to a halt, and we're going to do a quick check of the heading I need. I actually know already, but just for the sake of the video I'm going to show you which heading I'm going to take and how I'm going to get to the target, which isn't very complicated, but you know, it's worth doing, I guess. Okay, I'm coming up to the threshold now. This is actually the wrong end of the airfield. I've got the wind kind of blowing from this end, so I just got to be careful that I make a very good visual scan. I'm opening the canopy before I go, just so I can hear if there's any approaching aircraft. So, heading to Evasion from Lessay. Direct heading is 22 degrees, but Bouzeville's an enemy airfield. I don't want to go near Bouzeville, so I'm actually going to go north for 30 kilometers and then east. So 30 kilometers at 500 kph. It's probably about 3 minutes flying. 2.5 to 3 minutes flying. Close the canopy, just about at temperature. I will turn right once I get airborne. That'll put me out to the west. There's an Anton heading off. So always worth checking the airspace and the taxiways. There's no one there, and I'm just going to check that he gets clear and there's no one joining at the other end. I will now go. Looks like he's making a left-hand turn, and I'm going to make a right-hand turn, which is even better because he's putting himself between me and the enemy airfields. Probably doesn't realise it, but that's good for me as long as he goes left. Okay, get us up to some good airspeed, lift off as gently as possible. gear up, prop pitch, flaps. Bit more power on, let the nose come down so I don't climb. And I'm looking for flak and dots behind me. No flak. Okay, we've gotten up and airborne okay. Bring the throttle back. That cloud is perhaps lower than I thought it would be, so we might end up flying in the cloud, which means artificial horizon time. For that reason, I'm going to roll level very shortly. There's the Anton, he's actually following me, I think. I'm going to roll level here, and I'm just going to do some en route checks. Got to bring that rudder over so that I'm in trim. Now I'm going to uncage my artificial horizon. Arm the bomb, and we're away. Turn to the north. I no longer see that Anton. I'm fairly confident that he turned back towards me. Anyway, I'm going to go up into the cloud. Let's check the clock. It's 12 past, so I'm going to fly till 14 past on this northerly heading. In the cloud. And then when I get to 14 past, which is only a minute and a half away, I'm going to descend. Actually, let's go 15. Let's go quarter past. That'll give me about 2.5 minutes on this. Yeah, I'm slower than I thought I would be, so I'm going to go 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes. Just about to go into the cloud. This is going to provide me with some cover. And then I'm going to fly for 2 minutes in the cloud on a northerly track. Let's come right a bit more. Seems clear behind. Just about to go into the cloud now. No aircraft, and switching to instruments. Here we go. I'll climb a little bit just until we're in. There we go. Now I'm on instruments. Okay, so artificial horizon like that. Heading's a little bit left of where I want to go, so I might let the heading drift to the right. We're still climbing, so I'm going to push the nose forward. Now we're descending. Let's get the nose back up. It's about level there. Nearest contacts are a long way off. I'm heading north. I'm in slight climb. Airspeed's 420, that's good. Check the clock, 1 minute to go. Put a right wing down there, just get rid of that. Now we're descending. Let's try and keep the aeroplane level. Right wing's down a bit, but we're okay. And a little bit of left rudder there just to get coordinated. Still in the cloud. That's pretty close to level flight. We're oscillating about the level flight. Due north heading, 480 on the clock, bring the throttle back, trim it back up just so the nose comes up a fraction. I think we might actually punch through the cloud shortly. Northerly heading, I'm in trim, I'm in level flight, 460, I think we're coming up through the cloud now. Time is almost 15. I'm going to let the nose drop forward. Just lost my heading a bit there. Okay, now we're starting to descend, I'm throttling back, okay. Coming down through the cloud base. Visual for a second. I'll go back up. We've actually hit into some broken cloud there. Okay, so we're about ready to turn east now. Looking for the northernmost of the Allied airfields. Well, it's not Allied yet. They're in the process of capturing and building it. There, smoke over there. That's where I'm headed. Suddenly vulnerable as I pop out into some blue sky. I'm going to punch the throttle, get into this next cloud bank. keeping a lookout in that direction. That's most likely where they're going to come from. Just about to enter the cloud again. This time I think I'll go up. Still going to go in, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on the artificial horizon as we enter the cloud, kind of sliding forward on our belly here. It's a big old ball of cotton, this one. 060, that's a good heading. I need a bit of right rudder. Okay, now I'm pretty much on instruments. See how easy it is to mess this up. Got a little bit of blue sky up there, but I'm mostly using instruments for this. 400's okay for speed. Climb rate's just dropping back, so I need to pull the nose up a fraction. Okay, I don't think I'm going to survive, get up through this cloud actually like I want to. I think I'm going to get stuck in it. Got some good altitude though now, 2,000. I'll let the nose settle. Just gone top of this cloud. The target should be very close to underneath me now. I'm looking for a gap in the cloud where I can drop through and get rid of this bomb. Or I'll descend through the cloud and then visually identify the target that way. I'm a very easy target at cloud top against the white background. If anyone drops down from on top, they could smash me, so I've got to keep my eyes open in that direction. Just about up to the coast now. What's my heading? Slightly north of east. St. Vast, I think, is over there. So we should be almost directly over the airfield. The airfield should be just off to my right somewhere. Yeah, there's St. Vast over there. Okay, we'll use this gap. Let's just try and stay quick, if I can. I'm going to have to descend. Because I cannot see the target here for the cloud. Oh, this is going to be a very dangerous attack. Low cloud, no visit of the target just yet. Enemy airfields nearby. Let's drop under. Airspeed 600, that's okay, we can tolerate 600. There's the airfield there. I've seen it. The tricky part now is finding the vehicles. How's my speed? Speed's okay. I think I see them already. Yep, I've got vehicles located just off to my left. Yeah, they're firing at me already. Wow, these guys are awake. Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to do this quickly then. Okay, just get the nose down. Try and get a bomb on that target area. Oh my goodness. No chance, no chance. This is not going to be easy. Okay, that's what I want to shoot at. That or what's shooting at me. But the problem is cloud. Oh, this is not good. It's not good at all. Okay, they've stopped for a second. I'll use this opportunity to get the nose down. Maybe get a bomb off. Yep. Bomb away. Pulling back. Oh, I took some hits. There goes my bomb. Let's get out of here. Yes! I destroyed at least one vehicle. Running time. Comes more flak. Okay, how's my 1.4 ATA, that's good, I can handle that. Let's get away from here. Alright, we need to check if my ASI is toppled, my artificial horizon. Seems okay. I can go into the cloud for safety now. Get the wings level. Get away to the north. Make sure there's no one behind just as I enter the cloud. Excellent. Still climbing here. Throttle back. Give the engine a rest. I'm going to descend left. I need a westerly heading. That's about west. And I want to descend down through this cloud now and drop out back at the cloud base. So back on my artificial horizon here. Oh, we've climbed. Well done. Ah, I see. The cloud just kind of dipped away. And I've sort of popped out of a hillside, a cloud hillside, if you will. See some damage on the right wing. Nothing too serious on the left wing, and I think I can make out maybe... No coastline over there. Keep descending. Left-hand turn. Okay, that's not quite west. I'm going to come left. Quite far around to the left. I can see ground just starting to appear. There we go, we've popped out of the cloud. Cherbourg off to my right. The target behind me. Pretty sure there's balloons back there and not aircraft. So I'm going to head for Lessay, back to where I got airborne from. Keeping a very, very sharp lookout behind me. There is actually an aircraft back there, I think. It might not be a balloon. Very hard to tell. Sit down low. Not very fast because I've got the engine down at a moderate setting. Keeping a very sharp lookout for aircraft. I do think we're clear of the mess. Lessay is south of me somewhere. What I'll do is I'll climb up. I think this is where I entered the cloud. This is the gap I flew under on my way to target. Or flew out of, or through, or something. So I'm going to just go up here very quickly, and then I'm going to push the nose forward to try and find Lessay. I don't see it. Drop back down. Need to get a bit closer. That hill, I think, is just not far north of Lissay, so we could probably climb up again. Checking the airspace all the time. There's the airfield. No, that's not the airfield. There is the airfield in the shadows. What we do in the shadows. Throttling back. Gain a little height, chop the throttle, push the nose. There's the airfield. So let's go for full manual prop. More airspace clearance. Everything off to the left of me. And a quick check to the right as well. Looks good. And gear. Push the nose, trim the nose fully forward. Flaps, 2 green lights. Nearest enemies are long northeast, heading northwest. Okay, so there is a contact way off that direction somewhere. He might have followed me up to the target area, waited around and then left, but there's nothing being picked up near me on radar. Doesn't mean to say there isn't anything here, it's just not being picked up. Time to set this thing down. 220 is a bit quick. Just pedal that back a bit. There we go. 210 across the fence is alright. Could be a bit slower if we wanted to. And 200 over the threshold. I'll take that. And we'll just hold her off for a minute or two. And then relax on the stick as we get close to the runway. Rush and let it settle down. I think I'll come off to the side here and park next to this little makeshift corrugated iron shed. Canopy open, pull the flaps up, safe everything. Brakes on and just get rid of the fuel supply using the fuel cut. We are done. So there we have it. A quick ground attack sortie on the Storm of War server. Can still be pretty hair-raising stuff, especially once you get over the target, but provided you don't dally over the target for too long, try to get the bomb away on the first pass, a second pass if you absolutely must, like I did, and then away as quickly as possible. Let's just check. Looks like we got a couple of ground units, possibly a truck or something. I've got a very mild score there of 3 points. That indicates just a couple of things destroyed, but that's all we need, just to keep things ticking along. Thanks for watching. Hope that was enjoyable and maybe even instructional.